I am very angry because I was on for I'm very angry because I was literally on for like 13 minutes, 15 minutes, I don't know. And it was just buffering the whole time, but there was no sign that that was the case at all. At all. Hey, Plushy World. Hey, friend, how are you doing? Why are you angry? For the reasons I just explained. But yeah, anyway. So, I was talking for like 15 minutes, and then I find out that it's just buffering. Like, what the heck, dude? Okay. Okay, anyway. Anyway! Oh, goodness gracious. Here. Wait. Hey, Scott, what's up? Hey. I'm talking about my ceramics, okay? Okay. I'm talking about my ceramics. And so, because I love ceramics. I love it so much. And so, here you can see me throwing this form. Yeah, thank you, Plushie. I have been doing well. Yeah, I've been doing all right. Thank you. So here's this. So basically, I went into ceramics today. I did not have a plan, and so my teacher, he's like, well, I told him what my experience was. I told him I did it in high school and college. I took ceramics classes, and I have taken 3 classes at this studio here. Hey, Gunner. What's up? And so yeah, I've taken 3 classes here, and I've amassed a decent bit of experience. The intro class, functional pottery, and the coffee and donuts class, which very, very cool, very awesome. And so this was me earlier today. By the way, these are my throwing pants. These are my throwing pants. I'm actually wearing them right now. Hey, what's up, Bono Bile? How you doing tonight? So basically, my teacher and I really like my teacher. He's pretty awesome. He's pretty cool. He's very nice. He's like, he's like very encouraging. He's like, yeah, you can, oh yeah, you can totally do that. Like, you can totally do it 100%. And he's like, I am not just saying this, like, you're actually good at throwing. And I'm like, thank you. I'm like, thank you, sir. Yeah, I did get to do some pottery today. That's right. That's right. Guys, make sure to leave a like on the stream also. And so yeah, I think, like, I've improved massively since my first class earlier this year. Earlier this year in like March, April. Hey, what's up, Christopher? Hey, you changed your name. Period. That's right. I left no crumbs because I ate that up. I ate that up. Literally. Eating clay. So true. What's up, Isabel? I had a brain tumor and I had brain surgery. No, it's all the at names. What? Oh my gosh. That's so weird. Why? Why? That's so weird. Hey, what's up, TS? Thank you. We decided, my instructor and I, we decided together that because of my experience level, I would attempt a picture. And guys, make sure you leave a like on the stream. We got 26 watching. We need at least that many amount of likes. So let's do it, guys. Thank you. Okay. And so, while I tell you about my ceramics, amazing. Amazing. And so yeah, that's that. Because of my experience level, we decided that I would throw a picture. And so that's exactly what I did. This was my first attempt. And you can see, like, I really kind of like all of the, like, rings that go around, like when you're pulling up, like, so we all know, right? Well, we don't all know. That's not true. We don't all know. After you wedge the clay, so you're basically kneading the clay, kneading the dough, if you will, to get oh, oh crap. Uh-oh. Did we freeze? Did we? What the frick? Okay. My something happened. I don't know. Let's see here. I hope you feel better. You ate. That's hard stuff. I see some people in the chat have never been here before. Yeah. Honestly, that looks really good for first attempt. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. So, yes. The rings, it's giving Saturn. Low key. Giving Saturn. So true. So true. And so, okay. So, here's what well, luckily I've got this up to monitor the live. Where was I? What was I saying? Oh yeah. Oh, after you wedge the clay, you do that to get the air bubbles out, by the way. After it's wedged, you have to slam it down on the wheel head. Slam it down real good, and then give it some pats while it spins potentially, and then you gotta center it. You gotta cone up and then cone down. Cone up and then cone down. And the way that I do that, because I'm right-handed, is my non-dominant hand, my left hand, is there for basically for support, and my right hand is, well, coning up with both hands on each side, and then coning down with like this on the top and then this on the side, basically. So like kind of like this. It's coming at ya. Coming at ya. And so that's how that goes. So that's centering. And then once it's centered, and this is another thing that I learned today. Pets for the clay, cone up and then cone down. That's right. That's right. Exactly. And so you basically you put your thumb on it. You put this hand, once it's centered and where it all needs to be, what you do is you cup the side of it and then you use your thumb on top to like flatten it out. Because you just want that one point of contact on the top of the clay. You just want the one point. And then I also like, because my one thumb was not really strong enough to do this, so I had to put my other hand on top of my thumb to have some pressure. So then, of course, you drill down. I usually use my middle finger to do that, to drill down into the clay body once it's centered, and then pull it back open. And this part takes kind of a while on a larger form such as this. So then comes the tricky part, the really tricky part. Actually, honestly, it's all tricky. Like, let's be honest about that. It's all tricky. But it's totally worth it, though. It's totally worth it. So the pulling up, I like this, like, there's like so many like different ways, but I just kind of just do like on the inside like this. On the inside I have my two middle fingers, and then sometimes I put my thumb on the outside and then up with these two fingers also. So, or not my two middle fingers, my index and middle finger. And then this on the outside, and then this one on the outside, and then these two fingers like for support. So it's, and then my clay, my clay is actually from like putting my thumb on the outside. See how my thumb's on the outside there? I don't think that's how you're really supposed to do it, but that's how I'm doing it. Hey, what's up? Hey, Yuri DePaula. What's up? Welcome. Hello to Brazil. So yeah, that is that. Pulling it, and then, so by this point, I've pulled it up several times, and I've been using way too much water on it. And do you know what the result of that was, everybody? The result of using too much water and manipulating the clay way too much. This was the result. Dun dun dun. So that was my first attempt at a picture. You can't expect to do everything perfect the first try, right? So it's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay, Scott, because this is actually going to be a vase now. So it's being repurposed. Like, it's a large form. And so we're going with it's a happy accident. But remember how I said I was using way too much water on this piece? Okay, so obviously, like the clay, when you're trying to move the clay through your fingers, through your hands, whatever, you need a lot of water for that, because the clay needs to glide through. But if you do too much water, you end up, my nails are like way too long for this. My nails are too long to do this. Hey, what's up, Fred? Yeah, hey. The last time I had a happy accident, I had to change my clothes. Ew, gross. That's nasty. This is the happy accident we're talking about. And so because of that, the floor became way too compressed. I had about this much floor when I started, or when I opened. And by the time I ended, I had about this much floor because I compressed it so dang much. Oh, you drank too much water. That's funny. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty funny. And then so anywho, when we were hydroplaning it off, when we were cutting it off the wheel, and it hydroplaned, and the hydroplaning, that's good. We want that to happen. But what we don't want to happen is the bottom to fall out because it was too thin and too wet. Ah, man. I was just like, I was like beside myself for like 5 seconds until the teacher told me, he's like, it's okay. He's like, it's okay. Like, we can do a slab, you know. We can do a slab. We can just, you know, slip it and score it and attach it to the bottom, and it'll be fine. So that's what we're going to do next week after it reaches the leather hard stage, which it should be by next week. It should be leather hard. Yeah, so my nails being long does kind of mess stuff up a little bit. Which is problematic, obviously. So, but I always forget to cut my nails. I always forget to cut them. So that's like, it's a problem for sure. Guys, make sure to leave a like on the stream. I would appreciate it. Okay, so here's another angle. Here's another angle of my destroyed vase. Well, my destroyed pitcher. It's not destroyed for a vase. It's probably okay for a vase because, you know, it's, you know. So, then my second piece today. I had to wedge my clay, and so I did that. I actually had a little bit of help from one of the other participants in the class. A very nice older lady, and she was very nice. She helped me to spiral wedge because my teacher can't do that for some reason. He said it just never worked for him. He said that it was, you know, he can describe every step of spiral wedging, but he cannot execute it. So, but I pretty much know how to do it, sorta. I just can't do it like super perfect. Practice. So anyways, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when it is nice and wedged up. Hey, what's up, P. Norton 75? How you doing this evening? Hope you're having a good one. This is what it looked like when I was centering it. Oh, perhaps you'll need to trim your nails. Yeah, definitely. Definitely will need to trim my nails. That's for sure. So yeah, this is what it looks like when you're centering. So I already described that process earlier. So centering the clay. This is what I was describing earlier with the, like, your hand kind of cups it on the outside, and then you put your thumb on top. But of course, My thumb is really not strong enough to do that, so it has to have help from the other hand. Yes, P. Norton, I sure am making pottery. You didn't see earlier. See, this is what it looked like when I was making it earlier. This was my earlier form that I threw. But that one did get messed up due to clay fatigue, which I explained earlier. And so it ended up like this, but it's going to make a great vase, okay? It's going to make a great vase. My instructor tonight when he was, my instructor today when he was describing the what this could be, when he was describing what I could do with this instead of make it a picture, is he was saying he couldn't remember the word for vase, and then he's like, he's like, somebody else said it, and he's like, oh yes, a vase, and I'm like, okay, dude, like we're like, we don't have to be pretentious, but that's okay. He's a nice guy. The great thing about clay is if you screw it up, you can just start again. Yep, that is true. You can reclaim the clay. Oh my gosh. Is that a bird? Do y'all hear that? Is that a bird? Do y'all hear that, or is it just me? Is the mic picking it up? Oops. Sounds like an animal. Definitely sounds like an animal. Wait, where are my glasses? Okay. I could not find my glasses today. It was insane. It was insane. What is that? Is it a bird? I keep hearing this. Wait. What is that? Oh, it might be in this palm tree, actually. Yeah, I think it is, because I'm standing right under the palm tree. Not a cat, no. Definitely not a cat. It's got to be up there in that palm tree. Anywho. Anywho. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a bird. Back to ceramics. You can see this that I described earlier, the cupping and then the thumb on it. Hey, Nathan, what's up? What's up, brother? Here it is. It's all nice and centered here at this point. This was my second attempt at the picture. Was it successful? Stay tuned to find out. And then this was clearly an accidental picture, but that you can see my foot there. My foot and my leg. Then this is what it looks like. This is what it looked like. It's a bird. Tell it to fly away. If it's a cat, call the fire department. It's definitely not a cat. A cat would not be able to climb up like 50 feet. With this form was after I pulled it up, I did belly out this part a little bit. I did belly out the near the bottom. So what you do, how you do that is you use your dominant hand and you do like a scooping motion. So, and this was intuitive to me because like I've already done this, right? Like I've already done this on, well, attempted it on a mug that I made. And I think the mug turned out pretty good, honestly. Like these two mugs that I made last session, honestly, I really, really hope that they're going to be like one of my daily, coffee mugs. Because they, like, I have high hopes for them, okay? I have high hopes for them. I don't mean a wild cat. Amanda. Oh, yeah. Oh, a pussycat. Yeah, for sure. Messy business. Yeah, that's real. Hey, Michael Smith. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good one. So, this is what the completed form looks like before we got it off the wheel. This is a random picture of the studio. Here is the completed-ish form, fresh off the wheel, fresh off the throwing. And then here's the messed up. This was picture attempt number 1. It did not work out, obviously, because of the clay fatigue. Don't forget about the clay fatigue, everybody. Okay. So, yes. And so, it's going to look really cool to have all these like glazed drips coming down. I'm probably going to use, actually on this one, I'm probably going to use one of my favorite color combinations, which is 7 and 8. I think it's 7/8. Yeah. Glaze number 8 goes on first, and then number 7. And oh, you know what this hat is from? People don't know this. But this hat is actually from the Commit 100 program for Turning Point. I really, really enjoyed participating in that because what they did was you sign up and you could get paid for this. You sign up and you are assigned 100 ballots and you're responsible for those 100 ballots and making sure that they get turned in. So you're just going to these houses over and over and over and over again, politely harassing people until they turn in their ballots. And that was last year during the 24 election. The complete, well, before the handle or anything, the completed. You can see the spout right here. So we got a spout on our picture, and it looks pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. You definitely could have glazed the one before the clay fatigue. No. You cannot glaze until it's been bisque fired, and you can't bisque fire until it's bone dry, and you cannot have it be bone dry until it becomes leather hard. And then, but so these take days, okay? These take days to finish, because you can't dry something too fast or else it could crack, and that would suck. My sweatshirt says NAU Lumberjacks. The clay fatigue probably would have just blown up in the kiln. No, that's not what that means. Clay fatigue means that basically you've used too much water on it. My teacher said, he said that basically what clay fatigue means, the best way to describe it is you can only feel it, right? And you feel like it's going to, like the wind is going to blow and it's going to fall over. Like that's what it's like. Oh, okay. You guys, donut vase that I made last session, and it was, luckily it survived the bisque. It came out and it's all good, and now it's ready to glaze. I will not be glazing though until the end of the session, because it's just not a good use of time. Okay? It's not a good use of time. The clay fatigue would probably have had too many air pockets and blown up in the kiln. Well, like I said though, that's not what that means. It's not what's meant by clay fatigue. But that's okay. Anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying, guys. I literally cannot remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, the donut. Made it last session. Luckily, it's back, and it was bisque fired, no problem. All good there, and so we've got our donut vase, and the holes in it. I actually liked how the top one turned out, and I probably should have tried to do that with these two, but I was in such a rush. Because I needed to be out of there, my time. Hey, Ancient One, what's up? Yeah, I was in such a rush because I was supposed to be out of there, my allotted time frame was ending. I was like still 15 minutes late. But anyway, and that's why, because I was rushing, that's why I totally left my bag of clay there. But luckily, I got totally lucky, because they kept everyone's bags of clay, and they had not reclaimed them yet. So I still had like half a bag of clay left. So I had a lot of clay. So I mean that's like 15 bucks right there down the drain. And so that would have sucked. If they wouldn't have had them, but so it was we were right on the cutoff of the 30-day mark, because when you sign up for these classes, you agree that if it's 30 days, if it's 30 days, then it becomes property of the studio. So you leave something there for long enough. So luckily that did not happen with mine. So if you have clay fatigue and it folds over itself, Charlie Kirk died for this? What do you mean Charlie Kirk died for this? For what? For me to do pottery? I don't think so. Charlie Kirk died for the truth. By the way, this was the hole. This is the hole that I created, and I wanted to do a diamond on all of them. I wish I would have done a diamond on all of them. But when I did it the first time, like when I did it up here, when it was still, greenware, before it was bisqued, it didn't, I don't know, it just didn't look good to me for some reason. So I just didn't really do it. Plus, I didn't have time. I thought I messed it up. But I actually like how it turned out. But anyways, so that's going to be a, probably like a single flower, like one or two flowers can probably be held in that. In the other vase that I made, like this one, that's a big boy right there. And I actually, when I throw, I'm getting a lot better. So when I throw, I don't have as much clay left over to go into the reclaim. So you know that most of the clay is in the actual piece itself. So that's really good. Oh, and then I took this selfie. That's not wonderful, but I took a selfie outside after my class. So fun. So cute. Oh, okay. And then I also, so that's pretty much my ceramics update for y'all. I made a vase today, and I made a pitcher. The first part of the pitcher, right? Like the actual vessel of it. The thrown element to the pitcher. So, not a handle. It's gonna have a big handle though. I'm interested. I'm interested to see how I'm gonna do this handle. Very nice selfie. Thank you. Thank you. So cute. Literally. Not really, but it's fine. Okay. And can we talk about this too? This is like so odd. So I'm out yesterday, right? I'm ballot chasing, right? With Turning Point. And I get this message on NGL, right? And they go, "You are doing it again. What are you implying with this cow?" And then they send the link. So I go to the link. I knew what it was going to be, but I went to it anyway, just to be sure. And it's this post. Literally the picture of me with the cow. What am I implying? I think I'm implying that the cow is like really cute and I love it, and I paid $5 to cuddle the cow. Like, be so for real, dude. This is that same guy who was saying this before, that, oh, you take pictures with your mouth slightly open to make men think about oral sex. Like, it's so weird. Hey, what's up, Sergio? I should be a journalist? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, right? And then he goes, "What are you implying with these bananas?" And I went to the link, and it's this picture. I don't know. Maybe I'm implying that I'm gonna make banana bread, you perverted degenerate freak. Like, are you a pervert degenerate? To see this picture and go, she's trying to imply something sexual. Like, excuse me? This is like the least sexual picture in the history of pictures. Okay. You're a freaking weirdo if you see this and you think, "Oh, she's implying sexual things." Like, what a weirdo. Oh my gosh, Sergio. That's hilarious. Yeah, it is weird for sure. It is weird for sure. Like, that's not even a good picture of me. So, like, yeah. Anyway, I just want to talk about that. And then the other thing. Yeah, I know you're just kidding. I know you're just kidding. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, you think I look good? Oh, thank you, Sergio. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So,
You need to bring that in
So-
to me when you're done.
okay. So, and then the last thing that I would like to talk about,